inspired by Adventure Archives, I was supposed to go backpacking through Red River Gorge with some friends. Of course, that fell through. So I'm taking my bike, sketching a train, and riding through Shawnee National Forest. Good morning. Last night I actually slept really well. The rainfall actually helped keep a lot of the wind off from the top of me, keeping me a lot warmer. I was actually even unzipping layers and taking my gloves and whatnot off. I was getting a little too hot, which is good, which means the rest of the trip is a go, because that was a serious concern. If I couldn't stay warm, it wouldn't be worth it to try to tough it out. I'm not sure how well you're going to be able to see this, but I was reviewing my map last night, and we are right here by this number 8, kind of close to Bellsmith Springs, which we'll be going to later. But Garden of the Gods is our next point, and the route that I have, I was confused, and I kind of argued with Google, because Google wanted me to take 45 all the way up here, and then come down, and I'm like, hey, look, there's this road that comes right through to Delwood, and then hook up. But if you can see it, it's a dashed line, and if you look on here, that means it's going to be gravel and unpaved and rough. It's just not worth it to complicate the trip even more, so I am going to be rerouting myself around. It seems simple enough a route. I'm just going to write it down in my hand and it should be good to go. I'm stretching down by the river. A pack up of camp, and a thank you to the trees. And then I was on the road again. Check it out, I found a rail trail. That's nice, it gets me off the busy road, but I want to make sure I stay next to it, because I don't know when my next exit is out of here, and I don't know if this follows alongside. It seems like it's been following for a couple of miles, so just gonna ride it for now and see where it takes me. Taking the bike path a little too far and ended up having to pay for it, as the next section was all headed south, straight into the heavy headwinds. This last 24 kilometers since the sign seems forever. After grinding up the last of the hills leading into the state park, I'd finally made it to Pharaoh's campground. So I'm finally done. I just picked a campsite. Check out this campsite. Ready? Look at that. The campsite's right there. And this is what I get. It's really funny, at the start of the trip I was actually really nervous, and it's funny because my friends all would say I'm total hippie flower boy. Some people ask if I just live outside, but trips like this do scare me sometimes. but once you get going, it was mostly the morning of. I hate being underprepared. I was really afraid I was going to have to quit because it was too cold and I couldn't sleep. But then you get here and things are working out. Even though it was a much longer and harder day, there was a turnoff I didn't do, which would have made today probably 15 kilometers shorter, which would have been really nice with how windy and hilly it was at the end. But you get this, and there's nothing to complain about anymore. Well, it took me a good 5 to 10 minutes with this much wind setting up a rain fly and a hammock, especially a rain fly. It's not even like meant for a hammock. This is for an old dome tent, so it doesn't really set up well. And of course now the wind is a little bit more tame. Oh, this happens this way. Alright, camp set, wood stockpiled enough for 2 meals. Hopefully camp not flying away. I'm packed pretty light. I'm going to go to the observation trail. Probably only going to do that short loop of Garden of the Gods. So I want to see the main area at least. Other than that, I think my legs are done. I could ride there, but no, I'm going to walk because I don't want to do another mile on my bike right now. So, hiking. Seemingly, just as I sat down, Mother Nature had different plans. However, I knew this might be on the horizon today. Not that I don't want to stay, it's just that this is getting ridiculous and how windy it is. I want to make sure my camp's okay. So if that goes, I guess I can try sleeping in the bathrooms, but I've got nothing left then. So hopefully nothing's blown away. I know I'm hearing some thunder. I mean, it's kind of distant. It doesn't look like there's too much after some of these big clouds go, but it's a big blanket of dark gray, so I can't quite tell. we'll see. Hopefully this passes pretty quick because of how strong the winds are. Fingers crossed, but who knows? Maybe the squall line's coming right up against us rather than sweeping by us. That would suck. Ugh. It's still there. Holy crap. That thing took a lot of wind. So underquill's a bit wet under here, but that's partially because this needed to have a stronger knot, and I might even tighten that guy down even more. So with this tarp being sold, I didn't quite realize and hadn't fully tested it, but part of the reason why my hammock and underquilt are wet is because these seams aren't quite waterproof anymore. Yeah, wear a full rain suit in your hammock, because that's not ridiculous at all.
For the moment, even while all my gear was still getting more and more wet, I was warm and at peace with the world.
So now the winds have changed. I'm getting more rain, so that's a sure sign I am near the center of a low. And so we'll get more and more rain. No idea how long this is going to go on for. Haven't been able to check the weather. Oh well. So right now I'm just hanging out at the bathrooms. Feeling a little defeated. It doesn't seem like it's raining right now, or not all that much, and I can't tell if any more is coming, but I was doing everything I could to try to just keep everything dry, and I even like pulled out the emergency thermal blanket just because it's not a breathable material, and put that over, so hopefully anything from the dripping in from the tarp would fall on that instead of the hammock and then roll off, but didn't seem to really help, at least not all that much. So I couldn't stay all that warm. I didn't have all my gear on, but it just was, I don't know, sad. But how I couldn't really tell. I thought the rain fly was good. Never tested it in rains this bad, so that'll be my fault. But a lesson to learn to get a new hammock tarp of some sort. So I came back out on the rocks, so I noticed the wind was coming from a different way, and I knew from up here I could see what's on the horizon. And good news, I mean it's raining right now, but number one, look how beautiful that is. You can see the end of the clouds. Oh, I just hope that everything dries up before then. Holy crap. For now, I'll just wait the storm out here in this natural shelter. Hope it ends soon. much as I tried and I did different techniques, cutting the wood and splitting it, I couldn't get a fire started when everything was so wet. I'm sure there's something in techniques that I've forgotten long ago from my Boy Scout days, but traded those in for times I thought, would be more valuable. But now I've come back full circle. So for now, just dried fruit, mixed nuts. Hopefully tomorrow we'll be able to get something a little bit more.